That's true.
Where are you going to look for Exisel?
I dropped her off at her house once when I was helping her drunkenly stumble home, so I'm going to try and retrace my steps over there.
Okay. You guys manage to you walk through the town. The streets are pretty empty. It's quiet. There are a couple guards posted. You walk by and they don't disturb you. They just sort of watch you go by. And you come up to the Mckenna house. And ring the bell, so to speak. Wait a few minutes. There's no answer. Nobody's home. And
well, I hope they were home.
make like let me think. Do an investigation check for me.
Three.
Yes. You think, well, she's not here. Where could she be? You do know that she was upset with Ori. That's about it.
Is the bar that I found her at close by?
Yes, it's a few blocks away.
I go to the bar with my friends.
Okay. You go to the bar. It's called, the Tattered Tankard. You go in. There's a couple of, off-duty guards sitting around the tables. They look at you. They narrow their eyes. Go back to their drinks. It's kind of like a tense, room. It has a tense feeling in the room. Like, this is where, like, the rough and tumble sort of people go. You see, like, a couple of people in the back, they're, like, arm wrestling. But it's, like, a quiet night. You go up to the bartender. He's, this, like, drow male. He one eye is, like, foggy, so you determine that he can only see out of one eye. This is the classic glass cleaning bit. Wipes down the table, leans over. What can I do for you?
Well, actually, I'm wondering something. Have you seen a giant woman around?
And he, like, sort of, like, gestures towards the entire room. Are you looking for someone?
One with wings?
You mean Roxy?
Yes, Roxy. Yes, I'm looking for her. I've been looking all over for her. Do you know where I may find her?
Scratches his chin. Well, she's been really upset about that boyfriend of hers. Maybe she, last I heard he was in jail. Maybe she went there.
Yeah? Like on purpose?
Yeah, to visit him.
Oh.
She wanted to, get a few things off her chest. Maybe beat his face in a bit. She's got a lot of rage.
That would make sense, both ways. Great. Well, thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And then we leave the bar again?
Okay, you guys...
What do you think? Who's with me? Is it just,
Ellie?
I guess it's...
That's Ellie.
Ian.
I don't know what Tarina did. She didn't specify.
Tarina may just be vibing. Or she's just... Nicole's getting ice cream or something.
I think she would have stayed with Luna because of buddy system. Okay.
Alright, well then we walked out of the bar. I turned to Ellie and I was like, well, this is hopefully the last place we'll have to go. Would you like to visit jail with me?
You turn to me and you see that I'm arm wrestling one of the people.
Make a strength check.
You know what? This is dumb, but right. And I'm leaving this to your discretion. But
okay.
I'm gonna before I approach this man, I whisper to my spirit friends. I'm like, you think you can help me out? And I'm gonna cast enhance ability on myself.
Do it.
And I'm gonna go up to one of the people and I just like look as mean as I possibly can as
Make
a little
an intimidation check.
4 foot tall little elf. And I'm like, let's go, big man. Make an intimidation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Keyanthi will stare just slapped-jawed like, what? I turned away for 2 seconds.
That's 9.
9. So like this drow guy that you approached, he's got these toned arms. He like was drinking and you know, he kind of like has some kind of like cigarette type thing, and he takes it and just kind of like snuffs it out on the table and says, all right, I won't say no to anyone. And he puts his arm down. Let's roll. And then a couple people are like, what are you doing? Arm wrestling a little girl. She challenged me.
I rolled a 19.
So everyone's like, oh, ha, 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 ha. And then, like, you know, he grabs her hand, and then there's, like, this lock, like, and then, like, slowly but surely, you overpower him, and then knock him down on the table. The whole crowd goes, oh! And they go and, like, clap you on the back, and it's just like, that's what I'm talking about. Size don't matter. They start cheering for her, and then like giving the guy like a really hard time about it, and it's just like, oh, maybe it's a bit too much into the drinks.
And I'll be like, you're okay, and I'm just like kind of like patting like my little like skinny arms.
And he's just like, what happened?
Oh, Keyanthi, were you talking to me?
Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thanks. I'm really strong.
I can tell. Are you able to come out into the exit door?
Yeah. All right.
Great.
Bye, new friends.
A couple of them wave. The ones that cheered you on wave.
What's your name, weakling?
Keyanthi just gonna drag her collar and throw her farther out the door faster.
What's your name, weakling? It's just like Connor.
It was nice to meet you, Connor.
He makes a rude gesture at you. You're not sure what exactly it means, but you were surprised that it was probably a little rude.
He seemed nice.
Well, I'm sure you're the nicest you could be. Would you like to go to jail with me now?
Okay.
All right.
Great, let's go. I don't know where to go.
I don't know if I've been to jail at all. Because we made a plan to go there, but I don't think we actually went there.
The jail
That's true.
is across from the Ferigna house.
We're just going back and forth for some reason. Okay. Sorry, my cat is bugging me now.
So you guys come back, go to the jail, go up to the front counter, and like jails usually have someone at like a desk. So you see like this drow lady at the desk shuffling through papers, and she just goes, "Are you here to visit someone?"
I'm here to visit a visitor.
She sort of like pauses and leans back. Hey, is Raxi still there? Yeah, I think so. You heard like some screaming in the back, and it is Raxizel going, "You left me there! How could you?" Ah! Yeah, she's been going at him for about an hour.
Do you think she'd be stopping anytime soon?
She took herself out. She'll probably tuck herself out in a bit. I just need you to sign in. And taps at the paper.
Oh, sure, of course.
And she's, no, you look a bit like one of our prisoners. Any relation?
Not that I don't know anyone who's in jail here.
Right, go to jail, try cell number 6. And, you guys go through, there's like a little half door sort of thing and a swing, you sort of push it open, it swings back, and then you go around, and it's on the left, actually it's on the right, sorry. You guys go to the right, and so, like, there's basically just the office, and then behind the office, there's, this, like, T intersection, and there are cells going either direction, and on the right you can see Raxizel, like, just screaming at, like, this cell. And, you do see, like, a little, like, you do hear the sounds of Orator talking back to her. It's just like, Raxi, it's not like that. It's really not. Oh, well, maybe next time you should think about who's paying you and where you should be.
I'm like walking behind Keyanthi, and I pull on her like robe a little bit. So, why do you want to see Raxizel? She seems kind of scary.
I was hoping to find her when she was in a better mood.
Well, maybe she'll be happy to see you. Maybe it'll turn that frown upside down.
I suppose we can really try.
As we hear.
And then
Sweeping.
she looks over. Blondie? Hey! You're the one, I was like, and then she like smacks Arthur again, and she's like, what are you doing? Hurting my friends!
Aw, we're friends.
It's just like, see, please. He just sort of hangs his head. Like, he can, like, stick his head through the bars, and you see it sort of hang there. He's pretty defeated after this verbal beating. It's like, well, don't just stand there. And then she walks over to you guys. She's just like, you and me, I'm not done with you yet. And she waltzes over to you guys. She has a very, exaggerated walk. And she comes over.
She has like a sway.
Yeah, she's got a little swing in her hips. And then she kind of like leans over and pops one hip out and says, so what are you doing here?
Oh, I see you've been speaking to, what was his name, Ori again?
Oh yeah. He told me that you're his sister. Weird.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Says he wants to take you home, and I'm like, dude, if she wanted to go home, she would just go home. Duh.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And then she looks over at Ellie, and she's like, hey! Weren't you taking color before?
No, it was your imagination.
I was pretty drunk.
Yep. I'm just green, like normal.
What are you doing out of jail? Or did you come to see Ori?
No, actually, I was hoping to find you, Roxasa.
Me?
Yes. Do you have time to speak? I don't want to interrupt your tirade.
Oh, he's not going anywhere. Come on, let's go to the Tattered Tankard.
Let's go.
So, she takes you back to the Tattered Tankard.
Yeah!
And she's just
it's like an RPG with like a fetch quest.
Yeah.
You're just
she's chatting you all the way.
I end
She's
up
like,
playing my games. I end up walking all around the place trying to get to one place. And just,
yeah, a couple of the people that I would actually call my sort of friends hang out there, and they have pretty decent drinks.
Hey Raxizel, do you know Connor?
Yeah, why?
Don't want to brag, but I beat him.
In an arm wrestling contest?
She really did.
And she takes her, she claps with one of her, sets of arms, and then, does, ooh, shakes her fist with the other ones. And, oh, I'm never gonna let him live that down.
Yeah, he tried his best. But his best wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
So, Ellie, if we're going back to the tavern, could you perhaps not cause too much of a scene?
I mean, I was just arm wrestling. I don't think.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Connor's a bit of a pushover anyway. He's a bunch of talk.
All right, I just hope you don't get into trouble.
Oh, please. I mean, if you walk anywhere with me, you're fine.
Yeah, what are you talking about? They like me.
So you guys go into the Tattered Tavern, and then, a couple of people are like, hey, Roxy, and she's just like, hey, and
We're back.
Connor sort of grumbles and, drinks more of his, he's just, puts his cup in front of his face and sinks down, and then, a couple of the drow women around him, elbow him, and are just like, hey, you want to do it? Try again? Regain your glory? And he's just like, She goes up, Raxazel goes up to the bar, and then, puts up the fingers like the usual, and, she, I guess she would have, a pale ale, whatever, takes it, sips it, just put it on my tab. Do you want anything?
Oh, no, I'm fine. In fact, I should really make this quicker than it is.
Alright. Seem pretty serious. Well, what do you got?
Well, I suppose Orator did tell you that he was my brother.
Yeah.
Well, I have other siblings as well. I have another brother, and I have a sister as well.
Wow. I don't have any of those. That's pretty neat.
Yes. Without getting into that, I suppose it's been a distant relationship for all of us, especially with me and Orator.
I mean, yeah,
Yes.
he's way older. I mean, he's an elf, but I can tell.
Yes, exactly. In fact, do you know why he's in jail? Did they tell you?
Because he attacked someone in the streets and made a big fuss. And
Yeah,
honestly,
he's
he's not that popular. I got a bit of a soft spot.
Keyanthi just kind of quietly points to herself and kind of just nods a little bit, hopefully that Roxy gets the attention or the idea. Like that it was Keyanthi that was attacked.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't make that connection.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was thinking about today. I think... I actually have stats for her. Let me see how smart I made her.
I hope she's as dumb as I am, because then we can have that in common.
I don't think I would have given her a lot of...
Wow. Sorry, I'm just looking over her shoulder. She has all these character sheets. So organized, so DM. I'm blushing.
All of this. Okay, yeah, she takes a minute and looks at you and sips her pale ale and and leans over. Was it you?
It was me.
Oh, why didn't you say anything? Did you get a file and assault?
Well, I frankly, he already told you that he wanted to take me back home with him so that way we could see my grandfather, and I can't do that at all.
Yeah. I get it, you guys got complicated family relations. Fine, so give me
It's
your...
a lot more than that, I'd have to say.
Trust me, I get complicated family. I'm a tiefling, I got weird complicated mother issues. My dad's a demon, I'm a devil. Get it.
My grandfather is sort of the devil, in a way.
He's a bad dude.
Right. And then so Keyanthi kind of leans in a little quieter, a little closer. Have you heard of the Ellendriel family?
Let's see if... She's just like, I mean, I know that your family, but that's all I know.
I see. Do you think, you've heard of the name before? Is it possible you could help me figure out more of what this family has done? I mean, they're my family, but it's been so long I don't know what to think anymore. It's not good.
I mean, like, you want me to help research your own family?
Essentially, I've heard rumors, and you've met my brother, so you can understand there's a bit of, unsavory dealings with other people. I need your help. Would you be able to?
I mean, I'll help you. I just, like, do you want me to just keep an eye on Ori and then, like...
Yes, I mean, it'd be great if we would stay at one place for once, I suppose. He's been traveling a lot.
I mean, yeah, I can... Sure. I can keep an eye on Ori.
And then maybe, I mean, how important your mother is. Possibly you could keep an eye out for any weird dealings. I mean, I would love to keep in touch with you over all this.
She like, scoots in close to you and she's like, you want me to spy on my mom?
I mean, if you feel you're good with that.
Are you kidding me? That sounds awesome. I'll totally do it.
Well, perfect. I mean, this is very important. You understand, right?
I mean, it's important to you, and you want me to keep an eye on Ori, and then tell you if my mom's doing any weird stuff, and then, like, tell you about it?
Yes, in one way or another. Let's see. I understand there's a way to pass on magical messages. Perhaps I'll have someone get in touch with you about how we can stay in contact.
I mean, we have a scrying mirror.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely one way. I'll have to go and see if I can get your attention then when I need it. There's just a lot happening still.
But, like, if we want to do anything magical, you probably want to talk to the Braydons.
Oh, see, the Braydons I'm very good friends with, so that'd be perfect. If you ever need to contact me, or if you need any certain help, certainly go and attend them and let them know that you're my friend.
Okay.
Great! Wonderful! And then Keyanthi kind of like takes out her hand to shake as if this is a business deal. This is all she knows.
And Rex shakes it. Cool. Is that all you wanted me to do? Just kind of like...
Well, it's just very important that you just keep your eye out and let me know if anything goes on.
Yeah, I can keep an eye out for you.
Thank you. You're quite wonderful. I didn't know what to think at first when I met you over there in the volcano. We talked about boob sweat, but
Oh, well, I mean, like, it's so relatable. Come on, like, who? It's terrible.
I agree. It is awful and disgusting, but we will move on from that topic.
Okay. Alright, well, do you need anything else?
Much as I got. What exactly would you recommend I drink around here?
Let's have her do like... You know, I think you're a bit of a lightweight, just going on a limb here. So, if you want to she's like, do you actually want to take any alcohol?
Maybe just something for the road. I mean, I needed 10 more of these things.
It's like, so, I mean, like, they have, like, the juices that they add to, like, hard stuff.
That seems rather childish, but I suppose...
Well, I mean, if you want to kick it up a notch, I would say, like, you should go with, like, a cider. It's a good, like, opening drink, really low alcohol content. It's just, like, So
Yes, let's do that.
she's just like, all right, we're gonna get you a cider, and I don't think they would have apples down here.
What do they have?
They grow mushrooms and potatoes and root vegetables mostly because they don't need a lot of stuff.
Oh, then they would have a lot of.
It would have to be imported and expensive then.
What do they have?
Oh, then they would have vodka.
Yeah, but vodka's super hard.
Well, Keyanthi doesn't need to know that.
They're like
Vodka water.
We like vodka mix of stuff or something.
So Rex is also just like, she talks to the bartender and like kind of whispers a little bit, and then they bring over this like juice and gosh, I should have like done more research on alcohol and underground things, but it's got a little bit. It's like I don't know why I can only think of cranberries. So it's a cranberry juice with a little splash of vodka in it, basically, because I know everything about alcohol.
I know just as much, in fact, less than you. So whatever happens, Keyanti's gonna have a good time somehow.
And so it's just like there's just like a little bit in it. I don't want you to knock your feet off, okay? Drink responsibly. Don't be like me.
Oh, well,
Do what I say, not what I do.
I suppose. I mean, you're doing this for me. I suppose I'll try what you're offering me.
All right, make a con save. It's not going to be very high because it's low.
Yay.
I almost got a nat 1. It was a 2.
Yay.
Oh my god, hold on.
It's okay, your con is high. Maybe.
My con is 2, so I rolled a 4. We'll see how drunk I get.
You are a little tipsy, so you get 5 temporary hit points, but you also have disadvantage on wisdom and dexterity saving throws, and
So
disadvantage
like normal. Got it.
and disadvantage on intelligence and ability. Yeah.
Yeah, so like normal.
Okay. Ellie, what are you doing?
So question, has it been an hour since we've last been here?
You guys can spend an hour there if you want.
Well, no, I'm just wondering how long my enhance ability will last for, that's all. So my enhance ability lasts an hour.
Oh, I don't think it's been an hour yet.
Oh, okay.
Because you just walked, so it'd be like in the last 10 minutes of it.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not going to do too much. I'm just like, very simply, I'm going to ask the barkeep to, hey, can you, just get around for that guy? And I point towards, Connor.
The
Yeah,
one-eyed drow
Put on me.
barkeep, it's just like, yeah, I'll get him as usual. That'll cost about how much alcohol costs.
Oh yeah, and that's like, it's not even gonna be a silver. It's gonna be like 4 copper.
Okay. I flip a silver.
Thank you.
Pockets it. It's around. Did you want one just for Connor or for everyone at the table? Because I would cover everyone at the table.
Oh. Sure, yeah, why not?
Okay, so he takes a gallon and then brings it over to the table. Says, it's on the house. I mean, compliments of little Missy over there.
And of course I would have bought one for myself. I'm like, never tried alcohol before.
Make a con save.
Oh, wow, yeah. No problem. I rolled a natural 20 on my con save.
Oh my god!
You get, yeah, you're just down this ale like it's nothing, and you're just like, huh.
What the deal is? What else do?
Really nice to me.
Yeah, tonight's been nice. All right, is there anything else you guys want to accomplish, or do you want to reconvene at the cafe?
I think our business is done here.
Okay.
Let's reconvene. I think I'm drunk enough, thank you, from one sip of vodka.
Yes.
Here, let me help you. You're kind of swaying a little bit.
I'm okay.
I'm fine.
Are you sure? I mean, you almost ran into that barrel.
How come the sober one here impulsively got a tattoo? It's natural impulse in that
Hey,
one.
I'm sober and strong.
That's true. Yeah, Ellie's on fire tonight. So you guys go back to the cafe that what did I say? The Whittled Leaf, I think is what I called it. And
Something like that.
Ty's just finishing up like another like little bit of the flame tendrils, adding a little bit of the the sort of little whiskey element at the end.
Pizzazz.
And then I imagine that you would have to, I don't know how tattoos work, but since you're doing essentially a lot of puncture wounds on your arm, he's gonna finish it off by, you have to let the ink sit a little bit, and then he cleans it off with like some sort of cleaner rubbing. Yeah, he takes out just a bottle of some form of alcohol and then cleans it off, and then bandages
I got alcohol.
wraps it up.
Never mind.
He would have concluded. Let's see how he how much would a tattoo be? Dang, this is
Right.
like commissioned.
But it's not like he's gonna need that money much longer.
So
We can't tell him that yet.
5 gold is actually a lot of money. So we'll say
Yeah.
he asked for 5 gold. Okay, and then I assume you pay him 5 gold, and
Okay.
she's just like, yeah,
I'll tip him an extra gold. Be nice.
okay. He's just like, wow, thanks a lot. So just keep that wrapped up, and I can only do your skin has to heal a bit, and then I'll be able to put in the next set of colors, and after that I can finish up with the shading. And so it'll take a couple rounds, but it looks nice. And he holds up a before he bandaged you up, he held up a mirror.
Oh, I'm digging it.
Yay! Back to that. Okay. All right. So what do you guys want to do now?
What time is it? It's probably like evening time, right?
Yeah, it's like late in the evening, and the lights haven't dimmed yet. It's like the equivalent of 6 o'clock their time.
Where's this guy staying in the meantime? Like until we leave town.
Do you ask? So I assume you asked Tig this while he's just like, oh well, I used to board at close by to the Ancient Linked, but since I decided that I was gonna, go traveling, I'm staying at he names the hotel that you guys actually stayed at before and had that smorgasbord of children. I just don't remember what I named it. I don't want to dig through my notes. But he names the inn that you are familiar with. And says he's staying there.
So, then I guess we're gonna go back to the Braydon house or something?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, so
I mean, we want to talk to the arcane boys about stuff before we start leaving anywhere. And I can't wait to talk to the Braydon Lady Braydon.
So you guys return to the Braydon house. On the way back, it's still quiet. You come back to the Braydon house. The outside, you can see there is only one room that is lit up, which is the library, which is a lot. You guys come to front steps and knock on the door. And Ryurick answers it. You enter the Braydon estate. The same tile floor, sweeping staircase to the upper floor, books piled on the tables, and
tucked in now, and notes tucked into the bindings. The house is still, unnervingly so. The usual scent of Deirdre's tea, faintly wafting, accompanied by the crinkle of page turns and soft patting of feet, is absent. Ryurick appears tense, and he says, you better come into the library.
What? What happened?
The heaviness in the air clings to you like humidity, and as you cross the threshold, a cool female voice calls out, "You were sloppy."
Hi, this is Tiffany, your DM. Thank you for watching Dungeon Damsels. This is not the end of the session, so please stay tuned for the next part. We update on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're interested in supporting us more, please push the subscribe button, like, or comment. We also have a Patreon, wink wink nudge nudge, and our show is in podcast form. You can find us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Podbean, Spotify, and plenty of other podcast platforms. Thanks, we hope to hear from you soon.